contest here with the NFL on EA Sports. For the first time this season, I'm Kate Scott alongside Brock Heward up in this broadcast booth, and the long wait is over, partner. A new season officially begins tonight.
Yeah, and these are the two teams who have the honor, really the privilege of ringing in the new regular season. And I know, with how long it's been since the Super Bowl ended, any two teams will be great to watch. But as usual, well, Park Avenue and the NFL has scheduled a heck of an opener for us. And it's about time we get Week 1 underway.
Five glorious months of football about to get underway. We're all set, and away we go in a new NFL season. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And leading them out, it's one of the league's longest tenured quarterbacks.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of a league MVP, maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, and how you start can have a massive impact on how things play out. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. The screen pass falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Punt team on the field. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. So here's their offense now to take over for the first time. And we're going to look at their QB. I know my partner Brock Heward's excited about this guy, one of the league's few lefties at the position.
Dude, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opener, right, Week 1, all has a sense of gratitude, all has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. He gets 6 on that play, and that gives them the first. Back-to-back carries here. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 43. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here. He tosses right to the short side. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet, have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll run here on first down. And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. From the 19. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And he finds him in the end zone for the touchdown. These guys have a great first drive and get the game's first points. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one right down the middle. And his guys take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stuffed on the return at the 27. So here comes this offense for its second series of the game. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punch, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their second drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They go play action here. And a man is there to knock that away. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, set. Let go.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll take this up to around the 30-yard line. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now looking to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And they bring him down after the pick and decent return.
You can see it right off the snap. They got a really good read on where that was designed to go. Having that extra defensive back, that nickel coverage, so critical on that interception. Give that defensive coordinator some credit. Had the right plan, the right personnel, and his guys on the field made the right play.
Their offense headed back out for its second drive of the contest. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 29. Gets him on the in route. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And a first down.
Running back sent in motion. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Another drive coming up for this offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Simple dive up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss. Well, not what you like to see. Still just in the opening quarter of the season. And they have an injured player out there. Let's hope it's nothing major as he gets looked at. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Dropping back to throw. Forced it. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
They'll send out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Got 49 on his first punt. This one looks even longer. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. So no return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. First down, ball at the 36. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
2nd and 10 now. Dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now after the play, looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Throwing from the gun here. Hits his running back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
So the new NFL season officially well underway as we've reached the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They're looking at 2nd and 4. Looking to the air here. Throwing the out route complete. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Complete out to the right side. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Results in a first down.
throw it yet again. Hits him on the out route. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Back to throw. That one's out to the sideline. He's got it inbounds. Nice toe drag there, but we do have a flag on the play.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. Running it after the penalty.
Yeah, two things come into play when you get to these goal-to-go situations, Kate. I always love mixing cadence. I know it can be dangerous because you can give up 5 yards, but also if you're aggressive with it, you can get a free down, but it gets your guys excited to get off the football and get that surge. Well, that group offensively did not get on that one.
Catch is made in close. And he's in. Touchdown. These guys pull out in front further, 13-zip. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point attempt coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And these guys double their lead to 14.
Our home team, nothing.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. This offense making its way back out now. And Brock, these guys are still searching. They are still searching for their first points, but beyond that, they don't even have a first down yet.
Not even one?
No, they're still searching. I know. And he gains ground to the 33 before being stopped. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing from the gun. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Throw on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
No return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. It's a new set of downs for them at the 32. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He's going to throw this one. He's got a man left. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that. You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Couldn't connect there. Incomplete. The tip definitely broke up that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Setting up a throw. That one's complete, right side. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The offense headed back to the field. And they're still looking for their first signs of life on offense. Haven't even been able to get a 1st down off this defense just yet. They go play action on 1st. He fires one deep down the left. He's got it deep downfield. And he's out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st and 10, looking to throw. On the move, headed right. He takes it himself. And they take him down right along the 30. They get an even 10 on that play. And it sets up 1st down. Throwing now from the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Recovered by the defense.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
Now outruns their offense to take over. They're up 2 touchdowns and could make it a 3-score game here. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Dump off caught by his back. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
3rd down from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's tackled up across the 20 at the 22. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short pass brought in. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
He's dropping back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Completed over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first. So out now comes the punter. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Brought in right side. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And this throw is knocked away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So 2nd down coming up. Back to throw now. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. They're out now, ready to punt it. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Secures this at the 17. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. It's up close to the 30. This one returned for 11 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. This offense ready to get going again now. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Complete out to the right. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. To throw here on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it sets up 2nd down. Throwing it again here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Gotta figure out this third down here. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 44. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. Punting unit out now. And this is going to be his fourth effort tonight. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. The visitors, and this running back headed back out for a new series. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. To throw it on first down. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up second down. Throwing from the gun here. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's a throw. Hits him on the out route.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
From the 43. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Pass play now. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
I'll say this, unless you're committed to going for it on fourth down, I just don't see why you throw it there. Just power it forward for half a yard and reset those chains, then take your shots further down the field.
Brings it in at the 12. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20.
At their own 17-yard line.
He takes a knee, and that's going to run out the final couple seconds of half number 1. So we've reached the half in this year's NFL kickoff game to the season. As we'll kick you over now to Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman. Coach, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as that promises to be a tight one. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on what should be a very tough. And
not a big window for those halftime speeches. They're right back out of the locker room and set to resume play
between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent.
Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. Pass play on 1st and 10. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On first down, they'll run. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. They'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Third and long for him here. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed third down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Looking to return from the 29. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now this offense getting set to work here. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 39-yard line.
From the 39. Finds his man over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Lone back gets the handoff. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to the well again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll give him a first down. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Complete over the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
They kick the running back in motion. Cut out left. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. He's got it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket can get even more aggressive.
And he runs it across. Touchdown. These guys start the second half with some needed points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. They just saw their lead cut in half, but they've got a chance to return it right now to its former glory. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Complete out to the right side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 36. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll throw it again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Ooh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. Play action on 1st down. He fires one deep down the right. He's got it deep downfield. And he makes it to the opponent's 45 before going out. They rip up a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's able to take this up pretty close to that 40-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They give it to him again. And he's able to get this down to the 36. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and throw it here. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Getting 3 on that game. And they're going to have a 1st down. They're throwing it. It's his running back. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Handoff now from the gun. Down to the 10. Has there the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And these guys tie things up at 14. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Fielded at the 7. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Back to pass on 1st and 10. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. We've reached the end of the third quarter on this Thursday night. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the fourth. Third down, 1 yard to go. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. It's a gain of 4 there, and that'll give him a first down. There's a handoff up the gut, and he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Another carry for him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Now they send their back in motion right. Here he is on 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Pickup of 12 on that play. And they'll have first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Tossing right to the short side, and he's brought down for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming and pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
On now comes their punter. And this effort's going to give him an even half dozen tonight. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they've got a long field ahead of them to begin this drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 22-yard line.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Plowing up the middle. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the 34. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Looking to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And a fair catch made here at the 17. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll be backed up a good bit for this drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Running this one left. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Throwing from the gun here. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Looking for a throw here. Has him running the comeback. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
They'll send out the punting unit. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Starts his return from the 23. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The home teams back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
He'll look to throw it. Setting up the running back screen. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. Throw left side, complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Oh, he got free. Now he takes it. And he's able to get this down to the 36. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. So now the field goal unit runs on in a very big spot. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. A big kick is no good. It's well to the left there. And they do not break the tie here in the 4th.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Their offense running back out now. And they need to get it to at least that 40-yard line to have a shot at the game winner. But there's enough time remaining to work it even closer if things go right. Setting up to pass. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Back to throw. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. All right, so in overtime, Brock, we could see 1 possession or we could see 3+. If the team who gets it first scores, the game ends then and there. A field goal or less, and we play on, and their opponents get a chance to respond. And if we're still tied after those first 2 possessions, this soccer chick likes this. It's golden goal football, Brock. The next score would win. What a season opener we're being treated to here, Brock, as the ball is teed up. Here we go in overtime. Return coming from the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. That count runs their offense. They couldn't quite get the job done in regulation, but the home crowd rising now to fire them up and help them finish the job right away in OT. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Give now to the running back. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Back now, pressure on its way. Hits him on the out route. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll throw it. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Back to throw now, 3rd down. Gets it to him on the screen. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Now the field goal unit runs on for its 2nd try tonight. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. It's good. The kick sails through. And the pressure now applied to that opposing sideline.
The important part, they've got the lead here in overtime after the short field goal. But with how close they got, the touchdown was in play. You've got to hope that you can get the stop here and not live to regret that series stalling out.
Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. Here comes their offense out again. Their defense held at least a little, Brock, but the pressure is still on. They need a field goal to keep this game going or a touchdown to end it.
And I can promise you right now, lie detector test in that huddle, every single one of those guys have asked says, I want a touchdown. I'm not even thinking of a field goal. That should be your mindset to go finish this game right now.
Big gain downfield. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down. Look to throw. That's completed right side. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be a 1st down. Running back sent in motion. From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Oh, flag is down here. This might be a free play. This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still 1st down.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's into the end zone. Touchdown. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they're no doubt happy to get their season off on the right track and claim the first victory of this new campaign. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A nice showing here from our winners as we bid you farewell from San Antonio.